Listen, in the eBay dropshipping game, you need to play your cards right. It's the difference between your accounts crushing it and them getting suspended, which is why mastering these fundamentals has such a positive effect to your business. Now, just the other day, I acquired an experience that I believe could be very valuable to you guys. So without wasting any more time, let's just get straight into it. So, as you can see here, one of these sales, which was a 2-pack of hot sauce. I got this the other day, and the buyer paid $43.99, right? I think it was marked up 120%, which means I was buying it for just under 20 bucks, and it happened to be unavailable. Now, this fundamental that I'll be talking about is being able to take control of situations such as an item being out of stock, as well as somebody asking for a return. Now, of course, reasons may vary for return requests, but it is a fundamental to be able to change the trajectory of the situation and being able to A, resell them on a different product, or B, resolve whatever issue it is for them so that you can avoid having a return or a cancellation on your account. Because those very things are what will get accounts suspended. Listen, if you have multiple return requests or you're canceling multiple orders, your account will get suspended. Now, I don't have any personal experience with this. None of my accounts have been suspended yet. But I've heard countless times the reasoning behind people getting suspended is multiple returns or multiple cancellations. So, how can you minimize your chances of having to go through with a return? With my example, I sold this 2-pack of hot sauce for $43.99. I realized it was unavailable. So instantly, I messaged the buyer. I say, hey, unfortunately, your item is out of stock, although we have an alternative that we'll be able to send out. Added in with that message, I included that the alternative is worth an extra $5, and you don't have to worry about the difference. We'll send it out for free. You want to preface the fact that the alternative is worth more than their original product that they ordered, which gives it more value, right? Obviously, they want the one that they ordered originally, but if you're able to attach value to the alternative, it kind of equals it out, right? In this case, this is the exact alternative that I had sent them a message on, right? So this was the alternative here, right? It's the exact same 2-pack of hot sauce, right? Tabasco, 5-ounce bottles. The only difference is the flavor, which in this case, hot sauce, that's a big difference, right? Because you're typically ordering the food for what it is. So it is completely different. I ended up sending them the message about it. I told them that it's worth more, even though it really wasn't. It was the exact same price, as you can see, with the same markup. It comes out to what we sold it at. It's just the only difference is the flavor. They ended up not interested in the different flavor. Now, when bringing up the alternative, we also included within the message that, of course, we're willing to give a refund because we're out of stock. But after they replied and said that they weren't interested and that they'd prefer the refund, I went ahead and I looked up my original listing that sold. It was a 2-pack, right? So I looked up the Tabasco. It was specifically family reserved, 5-ounce. I went ahead and I looked this up, right? And first, I found this listing. It was only $7.98, but the delivery time was like in November, right? Over a month, which was ridiculous. Which an alternative to this listing, the exact same thing, is $15, which of course is more expensive if I order 2 of these than the original listing. But this is the main point. Not only are you able to avoid a refund, you're also still able to make profit, right? I sold this for $43.99. Buying both of these for $15, yeah, that's 30 bucks, and of course that's less than what I would have paid for the 2-pack in terms of profit, but it allowed me to get rid of the refund as well as still making profit at the end of the day. And the only way to understand the value within what I'm saying is whenever you understand how serious refunds and cancellations are. Because, it can mean the difference between your account being suspended and it being healthy, right? And having multiple healthy accounts is what allows you to comfortably scale. Because if you open a new account and every month stuff's falling through, you're getting a bunch of cancellations, you're getting a bunch of refunds, and every couple of months your new accounts are getting suspended, then you're not going to be able to scale comfortably. So in summary, right, we sold an item for $43.99. On Amazon, it happened to be out of stock. I messaged the buyer. I said, hey, sorry to inform you, your item's out of stock. We have this alternative. It's worth more. We're willing to send you this alternative with no additional cost. If you're not interested, of course, we'll go through with the refund. They happen to not be interested with the alternative. So instead of just issuing a refund, what I did was look up a second alternative, which happened to dissect the 2-pack into singular bottles and just ordering 2, which led to us avoiding a return on top of still making profit, less than what it originally would have been, but on top of making a profit, a percentage of what you already would have made, which in this case, it was a little under $10, which is still good for an item that would have been refunded in the first place. But yeah, you're avoiding the refund, which is what leads to accounts getting suspended. Of course, an abundance of refunds, an abundance of canceled items. But yeah, I hope you guys understand why this fundamental is crucial and why it can be, the make or break of your account. And business models such as eBay dropshipping, when you're using bulk theory and you're scaling sideways with multiple accounts, this is why this fundamental is so important. You got to be able to manage your out of stock items, your refunds, and be able to develop the role to where you're able to actually, upsell these customers who may not be dissatisfied. For example, like if it's out of stock, like they're not dissatisfied, but you're still able to find alternatives. Let's say someone comes to you and they're like, hey, I want to return it for X and Y reason. You're able to solve that, right? All right, so I hope this all made sense. If you guys have any questions, I have a Discord linked in the description. Feel free to reach out to me there. That's the best place to reach out to me. I'll have a couple more videos linked in the description. One will be my latest YouTube video, and the second will be an hour-long discussion, 2-hour-long discussion with my mentor. If you're more interested on my story, there's a lot of value in there. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.